So what we are going to talk about next is a part of that video game. They're going to have, for the first time ever, the college football playoffs in it. So that's a perfect segue into our next segment, which we're going to talk about the college football playoffs format that just got released. And you can talk about the format of it and who's going to hurt the most from it.
Well, they're going to take the top 4 conference winners, and then
Because the
Notre
Pac-12 doesn't exist.
right, the Pac-12 doesn't exist no more. So for the independent like Notre Dame, the best they can get is number 5. So they're going to have to play all the way through if they want to win a national championship. Like, there's no easy road for Notre Dame, no easy road for BYU. There's no, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Notre Dame joins the conference next season, because that's a serious gauntlet to be behind, right?
Yeah, it definitely is, because it was supposed to be so they're doing it off the 5 highest ranked conferences.
Mhm.
Those are gonna be 1 through 5.
Mhm.
And so they'll let a group of 5, whoever has the highest ranked team from the group of 5 will get in. So I think last year this would have been Liberty, but the top 4 conferences, the Big 12, the ACC, the SEC, and the Big 10, those ones are going to have bye weeks.
Yep.
And then the 5th highest of all of the conferences
play
left
12.
that has the highest will be number 5. And then, they'll play the 12 seed. So, independents will definitely get hurt in this. And what's cool about this, I don't know, it can go both ways, because as long as you win the conference, like we've seen teams win conferences with 3-4 losses before.
Mhm.
So if you can just win your conference, you're automatically a top 4 seed, which is great news for some teams, that are planning to lose a few games. And the playoffs now, we could potentially see a 4-loss team, 3-loss team win the national championship, which was not even a thought in any of the past years. And I think the playoff in general is great news for Colorado, because if we do get caught slipping on a game here or there, we're not going to be out like how it was before.
And that's what I like about it the most. Like, you can absorb a couple losses in the season and still get in the playoffs. Because I'm looking at like this. I translate the top 4 to the top 8, because I think whoever probably is 1 and 2 and whoever's in the conference championship games is probably going to get into the college football playoff out of the Big 4. You know what I'm saying? Because because these conferences are stacked, bro, like stacked. So even for like someone like an independent like Notre Dame, doesn't mean you might not even get 5. You might not even get the
I see what you're saying. So just from the conference titles, if you just take the teams from all the title games, that's 8 teams right there. So then you got like 4 more at large. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Unless you get a conference title where a team with a not so good record makes it in and loses. Because if they win, like this would have, I don't care, Michigan not winning the national championship last year if this was in play. Because Georgia, and this is a great format for Georgia, because Georgia lost 1 game and got, people say what they want about Florida State. I think Georgia got the shortest end of the stick of everybody with last year's college football playoff, because they hadn't lost in multiple years and then had to get out because they lost to Bama 1 time in the championship, even though Bama had 2 losses. So things like this, I think it's good for college football. It's going to make college football more competitive.
Yes.
And let's see what this is going to look like with our schedule. So we got our schedule right here. And with the 5-7 format, we really got to make it to the conference championship. That is the easiest way in. And that's perfect for us, because if we lose 2 games, I think we're guaranteed into the playoffs. 3, you get shaky at 3. But if we, for some reason, get upset by, I ain't gonna lie, looking through these, I don't even see an upset. But if for some reason we get upset by,
man, like I said,
just
if the
Arizona and Kansas State,
right,
if let's say we got upset by one of those, then we win the rest and we get to the conference championship, I still think that we're in the playoffs, because that's with 2 losses, we're still going to be a top 12 team.
Right.
especially who we're gonna have to, because Utah will probably be ranked at some point if they don't start the season ranked.
I was about to say Utah's probably going to start ranked. Yeah,
Oklahoma State's going to start ranked. I don't know how they're going to view Arizona now that the coach left.
They're probably going to rank
Kansas State,
the quarterback and receiver state, so they're probably going to rank Arizona too.
Kansas State's going to start off ranked, and that's it. That's going to start off ranked.
We should be ranked.
Texas Tech.
I can't imagine that's not being ranked.
Oh, they're not going to rank this, man. We went 4-8.
Top 25. We got to be ranked.
Ain't no way.
We got two potential first top 10 draft picks.
Bro, I promise you, they do not care about us at all. They don't care. We're gonna have to overcome the disrespect this year. Like so last year,
if we're not ranked, where do you think which game
do we get ranked?
Right, exactly.
Probably Baylor. Yeah, probably Baylor. After going 4-0, I think that's what gets us ranked. I don't think, and I don't know who Nebraska opens up with, but I don't think either of these wins are impressive enough to get ranked. I don't think Baylor is either. However, that will then put us at 4-0. When you get to week 5 in the season, it slims down on which teams are undefeated. So I think that'll get us ranked. UCF, Kansas State, that's gonna jump us in the rankings, especially Arizona. Yeah, we got a little gauntlet right here. But yeah, I think that is when we get ranked is after Baylor. I think the Baylor game, unless we come out and beat both of these guys by 3 possessions, I think that could get us ranked a little earlier. But which I expect. We did it to Nebraska last year.
We come out rolling. We rolling.
If all these 3 are blowouts, 21 plus. Yeah, then I think we get ranked earlier. But if we let one of these teams hang in there with us, I think probably Baylor's going to be what it takes to get us ranked.
So then when we look at the schedule, in our conference, you're saying about 3 to 4 teams might come out ranked, which means they got 3 or 4 teams better than us right off the back. So how they're coming.
Oh, yeah. When honestly, where they'll probably rank us, they'll have Kansas ahead of us. They'll have Oklahoma State ahead of us. They'll have Utah ahead of us. Probably Texas Tech ahead of us. Arizona will be ahead of us. Kansas State ahead of us. UCF. Yeah. That they'll all probably be ahead of us. And, as excited as we are about what we know is coming, they're only looking at last year's record. They're looking at 4-8. So,
and a much tougher conference, by the way. That pack.
Yeah, much tougher than what we're going into.
Much tougher.
Definitely. So.